are requested to keep the serial in their mind and be ready.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Very good afternoon to the excellencies, all the research scholars, staff members, and all the students. I am Mushtaq Hashmi, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Zoology, Rajarshi Shah Mahavidyalaya, Latur. And I am presenting a study on microbiological quality assessment of frozen fish and fish processing methodologies from Latur city market. So we all know aquaculture plays important role in the ecosystem and even fisheries, which is having a higher employability. Not only as the nutritional values of the fisheries, but also the higher economic values all over the world. I feel so proud to say that India stands at a second rank or a second position in the Indian fisheries and fish export system and export transportation system like marine fishes that exported from India to other continents and even in India that like the famous fish like pomfret, which is also known as the ribbon fish or cuttlefish, sawfish, a lot of fishes, marine fishes that exported from marine area to the other districts. But unfortunately, there is a one problem about the quality assessment. We don't know what is the quality of the fish, and sometimes there is a problem happens during the process of preservation. There are a lot of fish preservation techniques, but sometimes the handling doesn't happen properly, like the water quality or the ice quality of the fish preservation. So my project or my research work started from that. I analyzed four samples of the fish, especially the marine fish, and I analyzed some data regarding the fish quality. In that, the four fishes were analyzed. Material and makers study area. Study area was the Latur city market where I analyzed the frozen fishes which were already frozen or packaged fish, and I bought them. I started working on that. Like there are a lot of methods like NPL method, most probable numeral, that analyzes the bacteria. And I came to know that there are a lot of bacteria and viruses, parasites that affect to the fish organs or organ systems, and which is very harmful to the human. And the reason behind that was the poor quality of the water and the ice that they are preserving. So after that, I made the broth and I added that the small number of the ice. Even though I had a water quantity in more amount, I don't have the ice because that got melted. Then I started preparing for the broth. So I refrigerate that at the 4 degrees Celsius and again I work on that. Uh, Fortunately, I got four results, but in that, unfortunately, I got one result that I saw a bacterial growth that was coliform bacteria, and I think that was because of the poor quality of the ice, or it may be about the environmental pollution. The environment was very poor quality. You can see in these pictures that I worked on the broth that I made. It is also worked in a sterilized condition. I sterilized all the equipment before handling. After the sterilization, I started working on it. Next. You can see in this picture. You can see in this picture. Next. This is the main point. I think the main cause of the pathogen increase or the bacterial increase in the fish organism is the environment. The environment is very poor quality. If you see about the larger fish market, a lot of pollution is there. A lot of kind of bacteria such as cholera vibrio or salmonella species, a lot of parasites and bacteria that made their niche in that environment of the fish area, and I think that might affect to the quality of the water and the quality of the fishes. That's why we are getting the low quality of the preserved fish. But I think about 90 to 95% of fishes are properly packaged and preserved. But because of the poor quality of the handling or processing techniques or the poor quality of the environment, it might be the main reason of the environment is the pollution. That's why we got 1% of the coliform bacteria growth. Next. You can see in this graph, there were four samples, in which three samples were Three samples were proper, like the fishes were healthy, but there was the one sample that shows the growth of coliform bacteria. Yes, this is all about my research study. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Mushtaq. Here also I would like to call upon Nandini Daulatabad ma'am from Dayanand Science College, Solapur.
First of all, good evening, all of you. Um, my name is Nandini Nandakumar Daulatabad. I am from Solapur. Good evening, all of you. My name is Nandini Nandakumar Daulatabad. I am from Solapur University, and I am
पीपीटी आहेत ना सगळं हा काय नाही सगळं वाचून दाखवायचं काय तांत्रिक जस्ट
हा रेग्युलर क्लास मध्ये जसं बोलता की नाही
हा
त्यांच्या विद्यार्थ्यांसमोर कसं बोला
हा
कारण कसं इकडलं सांगायचं
good evening, all of you. My name is Nandini Nandakumar Daulatabad. I am from Solapur, and and I'm from Solapur, and my research topic name is study of conversion of flower waste into nutrient-rich vermicompost using earthworm. Species name is Eugenus eugenia, and this study is म्हणजे हे रिसर्च टॉपिक मी रन केले अंडर द गायडन्स ऑफ डॉक्टर प्रोफेसर एल.सी. मिशल मॅम. नेक्स्ट abstract. Flower have varied application in several industries. Flowers are used in perfumes, cosmetics, food, liquor, and textile industries. Disposal of flower in lakes, rivers, oceans, etc. leads to water pollution as well as affect the organism present in the seawater. Flower waste is also source for handcrafted paper production. These value-added products have different applications such as the compost. Compost can be used for various plants. The present study aims to study the conversion of flower waste into nutrient-rich vermicompost. Using species Eutelus eugenia, the flower waste can thus converted into well. Next slide, please. Introduction. Vermicompost is a biotechnical process for the treatment of flower waste, which accepts modern concept of ecological design by introducing earthworm. It is a bio-oxidative method in which earthworm and microorganisms play joint role in organic waste into matured vermicompost. In India, millions of flower waste is produced in every day. The waste collected from market yard mainly consists of flowers, vegetables, fruits, which is dumped at the available land space, thereby leading to severe environmental pollution and health hazards. Approximately 300 to 350 ton per day solid waste is generated in Solapur market waste. APMC market yard, Solapur generated 50 tons per day in the form of vegetable waste 50% and fruit waste 25% and flower waste is 20% and other waste is 5%. Next slide.
Next.
Sir,
Sir.
next slide. Flower waste contains useful micro and micronutrients which are beneficial for the growth of plant, converted into nutrient-rich product. Therefore, the present study is conducted in perspective of vermicomposting of partially decomposed flower waste by raised bed method. My first objective is to collect the flower waste from market yard. Second is a partially decomposed flower waste into decomposing culture. Third objective is the vermicomposting of a partially decomposed flower waste into raised bed method using earthworm species is usually using. To study to study nutrient analysis of vermicompost prepared from flower waste. Next. Material method. Material I will use is a flower waste collect from market yard, every market yard, Solapur. And this is my geotag photos. Sorry. Partially decomposed used for method is pit method using DC culture. Means a decomposing culture. And this is process photograph. Vermicomposting is a raised bed method using earthworm and analysis of flower waste. CNPK by volcanometer, Kejoldar method, and molecular method and flame photometry. Next slide. Material method. Flower waste was collected from AMBC market yard. Separation of flower waste was carried out. Remove the debris, plastic threads, and the coconuts, etc. The large quantity I have observed. Large quantities of marigold was observed along with rose, lotus, and daisy. This is some photographs of collection of flower waste into market yard. This is partial decomposed of collected flower waste into pit method. Vermicomposting of partial decomposed of flower waste by raised bed method. First of all, म्हणजे मी फर्स्ट कलेक्ट केले फ्लावर वेस्ट 30 डेज फ्लावर वेस्ट कुजण्यासाठी ठेवले म्हणजे डिकम्पोजिंगला ठेवले त्यानंतर 30 डेज वर्मी कंपोस्टिंगला and this is analysis of organic carbon waste, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. इथे तुम्ही बघू शकता की फ्लावर वेस्ट मध्ये कार्बन मध्ये फ्रेश फ्लावर वेस्ट मध्ये 29% आहे आणि डिकम्पोज झाल्यावरती ते 26% झाले. त्यानंतर वर्मी कंपोस्ट मध्ये 18%. वर्मी कंपोस्ट मध्ये कार्बनची व्हॅल्यू ही लो होती आणि एनपीके ची व्हॅल्यू ही जास्त होती. This is result. First figure is the analysis of organic carbon and nitrogen in flower waste, decomposed flower waste and vermicompost. In first, fresh flower waste is 29% and second, decomposed flower waste is 26% and vermicompost in 18%. Same as CN ratio. And here is the analysis of NPK. nitrogen value is higher and NPK value is तिन्ही पण व्हॅल्यू इथे हाय जास्त झालेली आहे. Discussion: the values pH decrease in the decomposed flower waste and further decrease to flower waste vermicompost. Moisture level is important for vermicomposting because earthworm body is a moisture 75 to 90% of water of its body weight, and the optimal moisture enhance the beneficial microbial
Madam,
population.
you can come on conclusion. Conclusion.
In the present study, organic flower waste collected and recycled into biofertilizer using decomposing culture, and the process of vermicomposting was carried out by raised bed method using Utilus eugenia, and third NPK values is inclined and analysis of physico-chemical parameters which are obtained from organic flower waste of vermicompost. From our result, it can be concluded that because of involvement and activity of earthworm, the present study concluded uncontrolled open dumping of flower waste leads to hazardous effect of health of animal as well as environment. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Please play the first slide. First.
First slide.
First title.
Title point.
Title is slide. First slide.
Work is nice.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Actually, this is my first.
One more thing.
हे माझं पहिलं आहे आणि थोडंसं
No problem, ma'am. You have done very good. With very good system. I would like to congratulate you that you have done a very good work. If anybody is having any question, can ask. Otherwise, the next person, I think. सांगितले मी
Thank you.
वैष्णवी फुलारी. After this Vaishnavi Fulari's presentation, Bala Saheb Lamsure from Solapur will present oral presentation.
Good afternoon, respected dignitaries and my dear friends. Myself Fulari Vaishnavi Umesh from the class MSc second year at the Department of Zoology and from the Rajesh College. Today I am here with my topic which is entitled as Shelf Life and Wellness of Food Fishes by the Quality Index Method from the various regions and for the food fishes by the Quality Index Method from the various fish markets in the Latur district. So, before starting to the topic, I would like to explain an introduction. Next slide. So, what is sensory assessment? Sensory assessment is the use of one or more than five senses to judge or from the opinion and aspect the quality. The senses include the sense of smell, taste, touch, hearing. The quality depends upon the fish where fish is kept. Whether it is kept in the frozen state or in ice storage, or how valuable fish is, of right side has blemishes, means if there is presence of spot, then it is old type of fish. The term organoleptic may be properties of food preserved by the senses. There are two methods to identify the fish is whether it is fresh or not. There are two methods, which is subjective and objective methods. In subjective method, there is organoleptic method, which is based on the judgment, and in objective, there is a sensory tasting. By the tasting or by the smell, we can consider the fish is either fresh or not. Eye taste, red gills, firmness, sniff taste, skin texture, and shiny fins are the characters of fresh fish. If the eyes of the fish are clear, blind, glossy, or convex or bulged, then it is fresh fish. And if the eyes are sunken, red or glazed or cloudy white, then it is considered as old type of fish. The oldest trick to first to check the fish is from the gills. If the gills are bright colored, pink or red, then it is freshly caught. And if the gills are dull or dark brown in color, then it is old type of fish.
Come on the material methods and lastly on conclusion.
Next slide.
Everybody is informed that they should come on the materials and methods and conclusion.
We don't use any experimental requirement. We just taken the fishes from the market, such as chana, katla, rohu, and some exotic carps. Above which the quality parameters are given here. According to their skin appearance, they are pointed as 0 to 1, or 0 to order is pointed as 0 to 2, or texture is pointed as 0 to 2. If the skin color is bright, then it is one of the type of fresh fish, and if the color of skin is dull, then it is the type of old fish. Next slide. These are also quality parameters. The fish is chana, and these two fishes are katla and rohu. Look at the fishes, both having bright eyes. From on the body of the fishes, the scales are tightly attached on their body, and their gills was of the red color, and that fishes was hard in texture, so they are selected as fresh type of fishes. Next slide, sir. Next. The freshwater fish is microbial plate culture having normal bacterial growth. So we assume that the fishes were fresh. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am, thank you. Hereafter, I would like to call upon Bala Sahib Lampuri from Dayanand Science College, Solapur. All are requested to hand over the soft copy to the technical persons here.
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Bhaskar from the Stamsure. I am PhD student from Department of Zoology, then College of Arts and Science. I am doing this study under the guidance of Dr. Mushan Madam and Dr. Yashadolu. So my topic is study of aquatic birds in and around egg to lake with a special reference to Oriental pattern. Next slide.
Material method and results.
This is my study area. It shows you my study area. Next. Material methods. Solapur is situated at the uh, meeting point of three states, that is Karnataka, Maharashtra, and Telangana. At the same point junction, there is one lake, Ituru Dam, which is very important for the Solapur city. Uh, Next step. I use survey methodology for this, that is point count method and line transit method. By using this, at the early morning from 7 to 10 p.m., I have studied this many points from this A group lake by point count method and line transit method. Birds were observed with the help of Olympus binocular or Nikon binocular. Birds are also captured images for the identification, and for the identification, I have used the Dr. Salim Ali's book, The Birds of India, and the Remade book, that is bird of Indian subcontinent. Then, on the basis of photographs and field observations were noted in the notebook, I have identified the birds and their scientific names and all data is collected in the Rasmussen and Anderson Indian bird checklist. Next, these are the results from my study. From the study, I have it is revealed that 92 bird species are observed from the 39 different families of the bird. So next, and in that study, we have noticed that out of 100% birds, 71% are the resident birds, 10% are local migratory birds, and 19% are the migratory birds, which is very important because migratory birds are came from different continents and different uh, European countries and migratory pathways. Next, these are the birds which I have captured with the help of Nikon camera and 150 and 600 lens. First one is Physalia jacana. Second one is pond heron. Third one is first one is bronze-wing jacana. Third one is Physalia jacana. Fourth one is green big eater. Next slide, please. This is yellow-headed lapwing. This is Indian European roller. This is Isabellian beater. And this is Oriental prating pole. And from my study, I have found that the Oriental prating pole is breeding in this area, which is first record from Maharashtra or probably from Solapur. Next, these are some other birds, which is painted stork. Second one is black shouldered kite. Third one is grey shrike. Fourth one is common kestrel, is female bird. Next, these are the references which I have used. Next, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. I would like to call upon Naneshwari Motive or Pratiksha Patil. Pratiksha Patil, Aditi, please come out. Then Naneshwari Motive. Please brief your introduction and come on the material method and conclusions only.
Good evening, respected research persons and zoology department my teachers and all my dear friends. So, myself, Pratiksha Shunarayan Patil, an MSc student. I got my research investigation under guidance of the Rattanale sir. So today's my investigation topic is the effect of amino acid rich dietary feed supplement on the protease activity of Velagus active subsequent to stress condition. So in aquaculture, stress is a main problem to farm fishes. It's been to result in variety of disorders and negative effects. It is considered very important to minimize such effects, and one option is used to dietary attitude. That is the present experiment. Valagus at the specimen feed diet. That is the tryptophan supplement diet, and the
Material method and result.
okay, sir. So materials and method. We got 15 15 fishes, that is the at the finger line stage, got from the Matra river, and you get this commercial diet, that is the amino acid diet, that is the first is the tryptophan, and second is aspartic acid, and is obtained from stigma algae products. So next, this is the amino acid contents in which used for food supplement for the fishes. Next slide. So we got like this is the result of my today's experiment. This is the protein activity shows in, that is the various parameters. First of all, trace count of fishes, that is first is the ear exposure and second is the crowding. First shows that is the pink bar, that is 1 hour post place draw, and second is the black bar, which is the after stage of fishes after 6 hours. Next slide. Next conclusion. So today my investigation on the protease activity of the fishes, which is various stress the condition. Proteins are the protein charged with the hydrolysis of peptide bonds, while the antiprotease has the capacity to maintain the protease present in the tissue. So antiprotease plays crucial role in the inhibition of action of protease, either by the binding their active sites or by trapping the protease to prevent the proteolysis hydrolysis. These functions restrict the ability of bacteria to evade and grow in the fishes. Furthermore, it is known that convert the balance between the protease and antiprotease activity is needed to safeguard and accurate functionally of the tissues or organs. Besides the imbalance of protease and antiprotease activity, predisposal of fishes to be gotten aging diseases because protease or antiprotease balance is imbalanced. That's why the fishes got a disease. So many microorganism organism attacks on those fishes. So important having protease in serum in order to neutralize this proteases evidence. So in present world, protease in the serum was significantly higher in fish with the aspartic diet and sample of 1 hour after the ear exposure as compared to the non-trace fishes, and controversially protein activity decreased significantly in those fishes with the tryptophan diet and sample for the 6 hour after the ear exposure. And so thank you.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Then I would like to call upon uh, Madhuri Hunde. I think, okay, Hunde ma'am. Then Naneshwari Mote is requested to be ready.
So, good evening, all of you, dignitaries and my friends and my students. So, now I am going to present my PPT with the title Isolation, Identification and Biochemical Characterization of Probiotics. Bacteria isolated from the freshwater fishes of the river under the guidance of Dr. D.S. Rakesh sir. Next. Next. So we all know about that the fish culture is the one of the best method for having a part in economics. So many industries and many institutes to work on the fish culture, and various techniques are used in fish cultures. So all the we know that the health and benefits of the fishes in diet. So I think that we have to work on the health of the fish. So that's why I'm choosing the probiotics. So probiotics, we know all about that the probiotics. The probiotics are those organisms which are beneficial to us and also the beneficial to the fishes. In fish culture, there is a the vaccination is impossible because the in fish culture there are many fish species and there is no any vaccine and any drugs to give them at the time. So that's why we can use the probiotics as a beneficial organism from the diet. So that's why I'm choosing the probiotics. So in materials and methods, sample collection and the fish acclimatization. So I'm collecting the fishes from the fresh water, the river. Second one is the isolation of culturable intestinal microorganisms. The culturable microorganism was isolated from the intestinal content of the freshwater fishes, that is Catla labio and Sardinus carpio at Gurley. So third one is the isolation and identification of bacterial samples. So I have selected some healthy fingerlings of both the species were selected as sacrificed in the laboratory. The bacterial samples were isolated by using sterile swabs on the Lactobacilli MRS agar, MRS broad, and ICBS agar and SAA. So I am using some agar media for the culture of the probiotics, that is MRS prod, which is the most useful for the bacteria isolation. That is a lactobacillus. So next. So preliminary identification of the isolate, that is the gram staining, endospore staining, motility test, morphological biochemical identification of potential probiotic strain, in which I use the catalase test, oxidase test, motility test, indole producing test, and carbohydrates fermentations. In carbohydrates fermentation, there is the arabinose, fructose, galactose, lactose, mannitol, salicin, sucrose, and trehalose. These characteristics are considered for the species level identification of bacterial isolates, entire biochemical analysis. So, biochemical analysis, in biochemical analysis, there is a biochemical test. So, I am using the catalase, oxidase, motility, indole-based carbohydrates. In carbohydrates, that is, we know about the carbohydrates, that is the sugar, type of sugar. So, arabinose, fructose, galactose,
Come on,
lactose,
conclusion, man. Come on,
mannitol.
conclusion.
Okay, sir. So, here I get the result related to the biochemical identification CPC isolate. So, I get in a exam in a type CPC. So, first is a colony shape. So, I found that the colony shape is round, colony margin, that is the entire, colony texture, that is the moist, colony color white and shiny, gram staining, that is the positive. So I got the gram staining result, that is the positive. Shape of cell, there is a rod shaped bacteria. Endospore formation, that is positive result. Cell size 1.5 to up to the 3.0 micrometer. Catalase result is positive. Oxidase is negative. Methyl red, methyl red test is a negative. Bogus uh, Prostate test is positive, indole is positive, triple sugar ion agar, that is no H2S production. So citrate utilization, that is positive, urea negative, sugar utilization test, that is glucose, sucrose, fructose, lactose, mannitol or mannitol, all are the positive tests. So I get the all result about that lactobacillus. So I decided this is a lactobacillus and this is my first isolate uh, in my project, that is lactobacillus. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. After Madhuri Bhatte's presentation, I would like to call upon Dhaneshwari Moti oral presentation. Then Gajanan is requested, Sarkar Gajanan is requested to be ready for the last presentation.
Good evening, all
all of you. I am Dhaneshwari Pulmute, MSc student, investigated under the guidance of the Dr. Dutta sir. And today my investigation entitled as the effect of the marigold as a natural character source for the pigmentation of the gold. This study is conducted to evaluate the effects of the diet containing carotenoids from the marigold tree and skin pigmentation, growth, feed utilization of the goldfish with overall initial weight of the 1.8 gram for the rearing period of the 63 days. Present result demonstrated that marigold meat can be successfully used as an alternative natural carotenoid source in a goldfish diet. Oral data indicates the 200 milligram of the carotenoid per kg diet from the uh, marigold meal is suitable dietary level to ensure a good pigmentation, acceptable growth, and a fit utilization in a goldfish. This study was carried out in indoor system. Rare variety of the goldfish obtained from the local commercial breeder kept in aquarium condition for 3 weeks. Kept to experimental condition for 2 weeks before experiment. During this fish feed a basal diet. Initial weight is 1.7 to 1.9 gram for the fish. 11 fishes stocked out. Glass in quarantine. Fish were fed by the hands 3 times a day at the rate of the 60% of the body weight. Body weight were measured every week and a skin continuous contact every 15 days. Diet preparation. The growth performance, feed conversion, and survival. All fishes grow normally. No specific sign of the disease were observed. Carotenoid supplementation without affect the goldfish growth rate. So next slide. These are the effects. Then second. Effects of experimental light on the total carotenoid supplementation on a goldfish skin. After 3 weeks of the feeding, carotenoid contained in a body of fish fed increasingly pigment started to differ from that of the fish fed control diet. This is the table which is affecting second. These are the effects on the fish which shows the pigmentation. Next. Our research shows that marigold meal as a natural carotenoid source was effective on a skin pigmentation of the goldfish. This study also leads maximum carotenoid accumulation in the skin of the goldfish. It should be considered as a valuable source of carotenoids such as the zeaxanthin, leucine, and astaxanthin. This is the reference. Thank you.
Okay. Then after, I would like to call upon Mr. Gajanan from DSN College. Please come over here for your oral presentation. This is the last presentation. Gajanan sir.
Yes, sir, I will.
Okay. Please come on and continue.
Good evening, everybody. Today I am here for presenting my research paper, and research paper title is the socio-economic status of fisherman community from the or around the newly reservoir. So, in next slide, this work is done by me and my colleague, Mr. Ashish Hasekar. So I would directly conclude by this. I directly go on the material method and conclusion. So next slide, please. So scope of this study: This topic is mainly or principally focused on the socio-economic status of fisherman community around the newly reservoir. So this study provided the basic data of fisherman society living around the dam. So my study area is around the newly reservoir, which is located on the Jintur Taluka and district Parvani. It is away from the Jintur only 13 kilometer. So next slide. So material and method, the current study it has been carried out during the period July 2021 to July 2022, and primary data is collected from the primary source, and it is presented or analyzed in a tubular form. Next, direct conclusion. So during this study, there is a number of aspects is studied, like age-wise distribution, sex ratio. Next, educational awareness, etc. Next, there is also sex ratio, means gender, whether the male and female is how many percent is there. Next, educational awareness in that society or particular fisherman society, how many people are educated or uneducated or illiterate, that also studied. Next, so these are the table which especially mention the education awareness inside the this society. Next, direct conclusion. Okay. So the fishermen are essential compound of our society. From the current study, conclude that the fisherman society was not highly productive, but did not get good profit due to the unavailability of fish, gears, freezing and storage facility. It get low profit among the fishermen around the reservoir, lead to lower economic condition. Hence, the fishermen have poor socio-economic condition. There is an urgent need for government attention in this area regarding provided basic and primary facility for fishermen society. Next. So these are the some picture of my study area. Next. These are the in this study I studied or focus on action, that is whether the fisherman use the mechanized or non-mechanized use. This picture is usually show the mechanized boat which is used by the fisherman during the fishing. Next, this is non-mechanized, means it is operated by the manpower. Next, so these figures show, or this picture show the accommodation or living or the housing condition of fishermen around the reservoir or fisherman society. Next. So these are the first picture. So the fisherman society having there is no any facility or water providing facility which use the just dug around the reservoir and use the water from that dug. It means in Marathi it is called as saran. So they cannot get the pure water. Next, and this is the second picture shows the gears used during the fishing. That is the fake jar. Next. So this is the references. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, one and all. This was the last presentation from Mr. Nejanand from the BSL College, Parvani. So today's all aspects are over. Technical session is completed. Thank you very much. All the MSc participants and research students have contributed with a very good sense of the research work. Tomorrow we'll gather at